I did this one because I might actually have a chance to stick this thing inside the cab of this skid steer when we move it. Had to get the old phone charged back up. I think I'm finally out of that last dump truck. I'm going back through town again. So since everybody's at lunch or wait, got somebody on. I got somebody here. I really wasn't expecting anybody. I figured Amber was at lunch. Sarah was asleep. Brandon is fighting to save some of these sorry butts here. And oh, number one is here. And so no Abby. So we're going to see how this goes, moving equipment with it. Oh, okay. Oh. I reminded Sean of your surgery tomorrow, so we're good on that. I said, good. Kind of replacement. I am so tired of driving down Ambler and Mockingbird and Willis. It is, ugh. Man, I shouldn't eat them those two burritos, boy. My stomach is. I don't think I'll be going back to that place. That's not a no-winner. Get your pink slip. Quit your day job. Quit your day job. Come on up. Come on up. Oh.
It's been a really, really messed up week.
Rats over the catches. Rats over the catches. There you go, baby. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
The beast is out of the raging storm in the dead of night.
You know what, I'm a chicken fried. A cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
I don't think you have an order for on and all and
Walking in a straight line, that's not really her style. And they all got the same heartbeat, but hers is falling behind. Nothing in this world will ever bring them down.
truck over here is such y'all's maintenance. Whoever, well, I say maintenance. It's a district truck parked right there. Right there. I mean, you know, people are supposed to be able to go around on that side. I think I'll just park right here. Get my stuff on, take this with me. See how to do this. Woo. Truck sure got cool. Huh. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna. Dang. There we go. Oh. No, I wish there was a. Alright. Here we go. Now, let me see how we're going to do this. Heh. Heh. Man, it's hot. I'm going to go ahead and start this thing. Who's this feller?
Did y'all find some culprit type situation out here yet, or?
Oh, it's replaced.
Yeah.
You got a new line from right there at that clean out all the way to the main.
Yeah, but was some of it
Huh?
pretty ugly?
Oh, it was
Plaster.
well, yeah, it was old concrete pipe. So, yeah, it's all
Been needing replaced for a day or two already.
well, yeah, it's concrete. Concrete that's been here since
It's
the
50s.
school was put in.
Since
So
50s.
yeah, it was collapsed before it got to the main. It was just leaching out into the street, into the soil.
I didn't get to see it, but I smelled it when I walked by
Yeah.
yesterday. The dirt reek. And,
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell it. And,
Oh, yeah.
But that's like a house I lived on Westmoreland a good while back. Shit, getting close to 20 years ago now. But I kept having, and I could see that sunk down spot, and that's where I kept digging it up. And what I found there was where somebody busted open that old concrete pipe, and of course it busted all the way around when they busted into it.
Yeah,
And then they split a gallon milk jug and put
put it back over and covered it up.
And of course, it was only about this deep because it wasn't 15 feet off the back of the house. It wasn't a foot deep there. So freaking roots from all the way around
Yeah,
getting into it there. So I started, finally, after I'd gotten fed up with that, because I'd run the snake then, and I could feel other places where roots, you could feel at least 2 or 3 other spots that
Yeah.
snake had hit. And I started digging one day when I got tired of it, every 6 months to a year, snaking
oh yeah.
it.
Best thing to do is replace it, because once you start getting roots in,
Yeah.
concrete's porous anyway.
Yeah.
But if you get any kind of crack in there, boy, those roots, that you can have a root that's twice the size of a hair and get inside and make a ball that
Yeah.
big.
But I wound up replacing 55 feet of it, because I went till I found a solid joint, maybe a 4-foot joint anyway, or 3 foot, whatever they were. But
Yeah.
I found a solid joint, and then I went one more, and all of the mortar, or whatever that, it wasn't really mortar, whatever they.
Well, a lot of times they use tar on sealing on that. Others they would use mastic, like asbestos mastic sometimes.
Some of it kind of looked like that, and then some of it looked like it kind of had a rope.
Yeah, that was oakum. It's oakum.
Okay, I didn't know. But
Yeah.
anyway, it was still pretty neat.
Yeah, oakum comes. It's like a greasy rope
Yeah.
that they
they
pack.
pack in
Yeah,
there.
they pack in there.
But
And that's the only thing about that is that's kind of porous too. And that oakum, after it's in there for a while,
50 years.
it starts losing that kind of that greasiness it's
Yeah.
got. But yeah,
I wound up replacing, like I say, a little over 45, 50 feet so of it, and where it looked like the joint, and of course I was a little over waist deep by then, and that was what impressed me. First time I'd really looked at Bermuda roots being that deep, and thinking, well, that's why Bermuda does good in this dry weather.
yeah, it goes deep. Those roots will go deep.
But then once I replaced that, and of course I put the clean out up there
Yeah.
just behind the house, and never used the clean out.
Yeah.
Never did use the clean out, but five different places in that 40 to 50 feet that I replaced were different people over the years had dug down and busted into it. 5 different places. Had license plates over.
I was going to say, usually they'll use coffee cans, they'll use the metal of coffee cans or whatever they can find that they can mold over it, and then they just pour dirt on it.
And in some places they just put the old concrete back, and of course it cave in, and then
Oh,
the
yeah.
roots just free flow into it.
Yeah.
It's outrageous that, I mean, of course common sense is hard to find these days, but I mean,
It's
all
not
you had
common
to do-
sense, ain't common.
All you had to look is for the dip in the yard, and it's here laying with that vent pipe coming out by the toilet, and heading straight to that dip. Let's dig right there.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
dig right there.
Yeah. But like I say, it's usually when you get to that point, it's good to just go ahead and replace it. Just take care of all of it, be done with it, not have to worry about any more, because man, all it is you start chasing it then, and you know, especially if you only got like 50 feet, that ain't much.
No, that wasn't bad. I did that by hand, you know.
Because that's 2.5. That's 2.5 joints, and then,
Yeah.
like I say, a double-sided clean out, and
Yeah.
I'd put 2 clean outs. I'd put one right where it drops off for the main, and one at the house. But I mean, you're looking at nothing though. I mean, just your time, basically your time to dig it up and redo
And
it.
like I say, I didn't, you know, I never used the clean out.
Yeah,
Once I replaced that bit of it, I cured it.
yeah,
I mean, more roots getting into it. I'm sure there, once on past there probably wasn't many roots other than tree roots that deep, and I didn't have any trees close to
yeah.
the line. And so, but like I say, it cured my problem.
Yeah.
But
Like I say, this should cure that one, because it's PVC
Yeah.
all the way. It's got a brand new tap on the main.
That tap, does it kind of glue to the main? I saw the big.
What you do is
clamps,
you
but-
can use tar, silicone, really any kind of sealant.
Any kind of sealant.
Yeah, you put it around there, and then you use those bands. Yeah, and then you just suck it down to it.
For the
A
sealant
lot of
there.
times, at first the inspector wanted to throw concrete around it. The only problem with that is that makes a great seal, but that concrete being acidic, in about
Yeah.
30, 40 years, it'll eat those metal bands up, and then it'll also eat the PVC, the plastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, concrete, because what it does is it hardens, and then it's abrasive, and so you start getting a rub on it, and so that's kind of the concrete can be a great fix. It's a great fix for you. It's a screw into the guy that comes behind you, but like I say, we told him yesterday. Like I say, I was over here with the dump truck, because I didn't run this job, but he came over and said, "Well, you gonna concrete that?" He said, "Well, I've sealed it, you know." He said, "Oh, okay, that'll be fine." Like I say, that'll last for.
Well, I never did.
That tap
concrete.
will last longer than the rest of this building will. It'll be here after that building's
I
gone.
never did concrete it, but that's what Pat Wilson, you know, he used on the
Yeah.
Key City back then.
Yeah. You saw that. That was David Reams. Son of a biscuit. David Reams, man, transportation. Oh, what a conversation. Yeah, it was me. It was my phone. But yeah, you missed it. Oh, Dave Reams. Yeah, he was. He's a nice guy. He was. There we go. Oh, and I got to the phone. Oh no, rotate device. I got you.